'Twas a chilly leaf bare morning, Ivypaw felt herself shiver. There were piles of snow last night had delivered. But life marches on, so on went their patrol. The clan needed food, especially with this cold. The day was Christmas Eve, and in clan tradition, they'd want fresh prey to celebrate the occasion. So Cinderheart and Lionblaze brought their apprentices out on a mission, and they asked their apprentices Ivypaw and Dovepaw where they could find some nutrition.
By the shore,
Ivypaw said when she thought she knew.
the dirt there is softer, easier to burrow through. And where prey can dig holes, we'll be sure to find mice. We can feed the whole clan with a hunting spot so nice.
No, that's wrong.
Dovepaw tried to correct.
There's not enough growth there for prey to nest. Our best bet is if we search way up in the trees. I think I smell the hint of squirrel on the gentle breeze.
Wow, you're right, Dovepaw.
Lionblaze praised, but Ivypaw was less thrilled with the points her sister raised.
I can't climb well. Can we please go my way?
But Lionblaze said,
All the more reason to practice climbing today.
So Ivypaw jumped up the nearest tree to prove she could manage. But her actions were hasty, her attention damaged. So before she reached the top, she misplaced a paw, and toppled down, sprained her leg, and tore a couple claws.
Ivypaw, settle down.
Cinderheart advised.
You'll never catch prey if you don't take your time.
And before Ivypaw could take her chance to whine, Cinderheart hushed her and said,
Watch Dovepaw try.
Dovepaw jumped up a branch with relative ease, but she made far too much noise, so Ivypaw took the chance to tease.
Your stupid fat body is too much for that branch.
And the branch cracked beneath the cat before Ivypaw's rudeness could advance. But when Dovepaw fell to the ground, she landed on all four paws, and hanging down from her mouth was a catch that warranted applause. She caught a juicy brown squirrel that was half her size. Lionblaze and Cinderheart stared with glowing eyes.
I haven't seen a squirrel so large since the trees were still green.
I've never seen a catch quite so fast and clean.
Ivypaw groaned as they gave Dovepaw much esteem. She pushed them aside, she had to blow off her steam.
You have no skill, no plan or technique. You got stupid lucky, deep down you're so weak. If we hunted by the shore, I'd make twice that catch. Or if we practice battle, you would lose that match.
Dovepaw stared in shock, as such anger was unbounded. But after a moment of silence, she quickly rebounded.
Ivypaw, I'm sorry. We all have bad days. No cat can expect to always amaze. Let me have my moment. You'll get yours soon enough. I can't hold back for your ego when the times are so tough.
The jab at Ivypaw's pride only doubled her bitterness, so when her throat grew a growl, she wasn't forgiving this.
Funny you bring up my ego and yours is twice the size. Remember when you cried because I thought you had blue eyes? You talk a lot, but you're all fluff and no bite. If you think you're so cool, how about you prove it in a fight?
Ivypaw, stop.
Cinderheart growled, driving her to silence.
I will not let you push your anger into violence. It's about time you learned about kindness and care. To the elder's den you go, clean every nest there.
But what about Dovepaw's punishment?
Ivypaw croaked. Lionblaze laughed, as if she had made a joke.
She made a great catch, and for that, we'll reward her. First pick of the fresh kill pile's what she deserves.
I'll have a full belly tonight.
Dovepaw squeaked.
Thank you so much for the wonderful treat. Ivypaw, I'd be happy to share if you'd like.
Forget it!
She hissed back.
I'd rather go hungry tonight.
So they went back to camp, and Ivypaw got to work.
Stupid Dovepaw!
She muttered.
You entitled jerk! If only one thing could go my way, maybe you'd understand that my anger is justified. It's not petty when I make demands!
She must have got lost in her fiery rage, for the next thing she knew, she was in a different place. The light vanished around her, replaced with an eerie glow. She had fallen asleep, dreaming into a forest many cats didn't know.
Why, hello there!
A dark she-cat murmured.
Let's get back to training for fighting and murder.
I'm not in the mood, Maple Shade!
Ivypaw interrupted.
This training's not working! My motivation is corrupted! No matter how hard I work and bleed, my achievement is outdone by luck and greed. You promised if I trained I'd be honored and famed. So where's my reward? I'm ready to claim.
You've done quite a lot for our cause, I'll admit. If you continue to pledge loyalty, I'll grant you one wish. Now mind that I'm just a spirit, so make no mistake. I can't give you much, but I can certainly take.
I can work with those bounds.
Ivypaw accepted.
Christmas is coming. I know what I want affected. My present can be whatever, but make sure Dovepaw is neglected. Make her gift so bad she feels dejected.
Such an easy request.
Mapleshade hummed with delight.
Dovepaw's so sensitive, she'll be easy to spite. Rest easy, dear, training's cancelled today. I have work to do, a disaster to arrange.
The next morning, sounds of incoherent whining woke Ivypaw in her nest. Dovepaw was in the clearing. She was clearly upset. Whatever Mapleshade did, she certainly worked quick. Did Dovepaw get hurt, or could she be sick? From a first glance, the she-cat seemed completely unscathed, but a closer look showed that throughout her fur, a total mess was made. But not with mud or grime, the mess was all honey.
It's stale and gross and all over my fur. Yucky. When I went to have a taste, the honeycomb broke beneath my weight. It got all over my face. When I tried to wash it off, it went everywhere. It was so crumbly and old. Did you find it on the ground way past its date? I don't see this junk coming out without me losing half my hair.
Leafpool was beside Dovepaw, attempting to share a little comfort. It appears she was in charge of gifts this morning. Ivypaw felt so bad for her. Leafpool said,
You asked for honey, Dovepaw. Honey is sticky. It's what you got.
Well then why does my honey smell like it's about to rot?
I had fresh honey ready to give you, but last night it vanished. I don't know who took it, but I sure as her clan panicked. I searched so long for a replacement, Dovepaw. This was all I could find.
She looked away in frustration and met Ivypaw's eyes.
Oh, hi, Ivypaw. I didn't see you there. There's a present for you, too, though I'm sure you're aware.
She pushed a leaf bundle forward for Ivypaw to see, and she quickly unwrapped it, wondering what she received. Beautiful feathers from several different birds. Enough to fill a nest that would be comfortable for sure.
I've heard you had some trouble with thorns in your nest, so for this gift, I thought you'd like something soft for your rest.
That's unfair!
Dovepaw butted in, shattering the mood.
How could you give her that when you gave me crow food? When I find feathers on patrol, you make me give them to the kids. But you can offer Ivypaw a whole collection just like this? Ivypaw, I oughta...
She started to stutter. She broke off when she couldn't find the right words. Leafpool left quickly, clearly not wanting in the conflict. This was a sister problem. It was their job to solve it.
You stole the honey, didn't you?
Dovepaw accused,
I didn't touch her honey!
which was technically true.
Forget it.
Dovepaw sighed.
I'll move on with my day.
She turned her back, tail dragging, as she walked away. Ivypaw wanted to scream and claw at her sister's face, but most of all, she just wanted to be in her place. Things would only get worse if they stayed at this pace. She opened her mouth and said,
Dovepaw, wait! Take my feathers.
She sighed.
They're what you deserve. It was my fault your honey was lost. I'm the reason you're hurt. I'd rather let go of the feathers than hold on to all the guilt. I'd be foolish to destroy the sisterhood we built.
Are you serious?
Dovepaw breathed.
This seems a little sudden. It's hard to believe you after all the harsh words you've spoken.
You're right to be suspicious. I'm still mad, I admit it. My words yesterday were awful. I understand if you don't forgive them.
This is a lot. I'll need a bit of time to think this through. For now, I'm glad you opened up a chance to speak with you.
I promise I'll try to slow my mouth the next time we patrol. Frustration comes easy, but I can work to make it cool.
So the two sisters made an informal agreement. They would learn to talk things through when their emotions got too heated. Unfortunately, this day would not be the end to their fights, but it was a learning opportunity that would prove useful in their lives.